Hi, welcome back to here on my bench. And I've been thinking about possibly giving my bench a name. I don't know what I should call my bench, but if you have any ideas, please put them in the comments, okay? I don't know if I'll take your suggestion. I probably won't. I'll probably just name it, Woody or something like that because it's made of wood. But, who knows? Who knows? Make some suggestions. But welcome back to here on my bench. Today I'm going to be talking about the science, okay? The science of water and air. Now, if you were with me last time, we did a little bit of a meditation about water and air and feeling it in our bodies, maybe a little bit of food in our bodies, right? Did this little meditation, but it made me think about how water and air, how they work together to actually give us life and give us energy. And I wanted to do this video about it. Don't know. Okay? So let's start with air. According to NASA, the air we breathe is approximately 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and 1% something else. Don't care. But the one that's really important for us as humans or other living things, creatures, aminals, plants, birds, rocks, just kidding, not rocks, rocks aren't alive, is oxygen. The oxygen we breathe, it brings us life. Oh God, but how? How does it do that? How does the oxygen go from out here, what's in the air, to in here in my body, and then to walk around and now I can move and I have oxygen in me? How does it do that? That's the question I have. Well, it's a good question, okay. It might be biased, it might be my own question, but it is a good question. How do our cells, all 100 trillion of them that make up our body, okay? If you don't know what cells are, Google it. I don't have time for that. You've been talking about air and water. Okay, how do these cells that make up our body, how do they use oxygen? How does that happen? Well, I'll tell you that oxygen helps to break down the food that we eat. Right? Helps to break down the sugars that are stored in our bodies. And from that sugar, we get energy. But really, I'm really concerned about how the air gets to all those cells, so that it can help break down the sugar and so that we can be healthy and live strong. So when we breathe, we fill our lungs, which you can you can see my center part of my body expanding, right? Because I'm breathing in air. That's what it looks like. If we were to look at a picture of air, it would actually look like this. I lied. If we were able to look at the lungs, a picture of the lungs, God, I can't talk that. If we were to look at a picture of the lungs, it would look like this. And if we zoom in a little bit closer to the lungs, okay, we're going to see these little bitty branches that look like maybe little grapes or small melons of sorts, yes? Don't know why I was talking like that. I'm just rolling with it. Okay, these are called the alveoli. If I didn't say that right, I'm not a real scientist, just a self-proclaimed scientist, so get off my back. The alveoli, these little grape things inside the lungs, okay, they are connected to the bloodstream. And this is how the oxygen gets into our blood. Now this is really, really super, ultra mega important that the oxygen gets into our blood, because the blood, they're like little cars that drive around our body, and they take all of our cells, the oxygen and the nutrients that they need to live and be strong, right? All 100 trillion of your cells, 100 trillion, that's so much. The blood drives the oxygen and the nutrients to all those cells so that they can be healthy and happy and work right, and then we work right, and then we move around, and we might do a little dance, or play the guitar, sing, or make ridiculous videos like this. So it's really important that the blood has oxygen in it. Breathe into the lungs, goes to the alveoli and into the bloodstream. Great, we got that down. But what about the water? So far, it just seems like, you need a little bit of oxygen, a little bit of food, and you're good to go. But I know you have heard that bit about, you can go 3 weeks without food, but only 3 days without water, right? It's the question's why? Why? How come? If my body has just a little bit less water, what does it matter? Well, the blood is made up of 92% water. 92% of it's water. That's like an A on your test. It needs that to pass its blood test. That was dumb. 92% water. And if it had not enough water, if it didn't have enough water, right, it wouldn't pass its test. It would shrivel up. Ugh, like your grandma or old people in general. In the blood, it becomes thicker and it moves slower, kind of like a gelatinous jelly. Slow-moving blood means slow-moving you. If you move too slowly, your cells start to break down and die. That's why we need water. Our water helps to hydrate our blood so that it can be at that 92% that it needs to be, so that it can carry oxygen and nutrients around our body, so that the oxygen can go to our cells and break down the sugar so that we can be strong. This is really important for everybody, but it's especially important for people who might have extra fat cells. Now, I wouldn't consider myself fat, but don't be fooled. I have fat cells, okay? Any extra food, extra sugar, extra anything that's in the body, if it's not needed right away, it's gonna be stored in fat cells, right? That's just how our body works. It wants to store it and keep it there for a later date, which is why even somebody like myself, who I wouldn't consider to be fat, okay, with just the fat cells that I do have, I could live up to 3 weeks without food. Whereas a person who has 50 extra pounds, according to, whatever the doctors recommend is extra weight. I'm not gonna get into that. We're all beautiful, okay? They could live approximately an extra 110 days without food. Okay? So the moral here is, drink a good amount of water, okay? Eat a little bit of food, and breathe well. Just breathe. That's all we gotta do. And so, I think something I wanna do now is I wanna end with a quick little meditation, just like we did last time. I need to drink some more water. It helps lubricate the throatal, and I don't have to have that so many times. I wanna do a meditation, but this time I wanna focus on and think about, internalize, use our brains to actually feel the air and the water that we're going to drink today, or the food that we're going to eat. I want you to feel it in your cells. I want you to feel it giving you energy. Okay? So, again, all you need, a little bit of water, some air, possibly a little bit of food, whatever you have. And let's begin, okay? I want you to drink some water if you have it. Feel the water cool your body. Feel it moving throughout your body. Feel that water hydrating your red blood cells, so that your red blood cells can move freely and transport oxygen and nutrients to your body, giving you life. Take a deep breath. Feel the air entering your lungs, going to those alveoli. Again, I'm not a scientist. Going to those alveoli, entering the bloodstream, getting into the blood cells themselves, and being carried every part of your body. Feel the energy that you get when that oxygen helps to break down the food that's stored in the sugars that's in every 100 trillion of your cells. This is the energy of life. That's all we need. All right, that's it. Another meditation in the books. We learned something about science today. You know, I'm just making it up as I go. Okay, when a meditation's over, you're supposed to go do something different. So go somewhere else. Go do something different. Go, look at the ceiling. I don't know. Okay, go do something different. Or watch the next video. Maybe it's not up right away, but maybe come back tomorrow. I don't know. I'm still getting the hang of this. Anyway, rock on. Peace out. Live in love, baby.